Hi, welcome to Blending the Family. My name's Tommy Maloney. I am the host of the podcast Blending the Family, which you can find on, and for those of you who are watching this on video, you can see my chicken scratch behind me. You can find us at blendingthefamily.com or on the Instagram at Blending Family. Also on Twitter, Blending Family, YouTube, Blending the Family. And if you can read that, for those that are watching this, subscribe. Please subscribe to social media. All right, what's going on? Thanks for asking. Today I'm going to offer you a tip from my first book, 25 Tips for Divorced Dads, which you can get on Amazon. And before I forget, another great book to find on Amazon is our kids' coloring book called 10 Tips on How to Survive Your Parents' Divorce, written by kids, for kids. This is Becca. This is Connor. They wrote this when Becca was 11, Connor was 10, and now Becca's a freshman in college. This guy is a senior in high school. Also on Amazon, okay? Pick it up or email me, Tommy at blendingthefamily.com, and we can make arrangements that way. How are you doing? You doing great? I know it's a crazy, mixed up world. That's why I want to come to you with some help, some parenting tips. I will even offer you maybe down the road what's a good wine to have on a first date after a divorce, and maybe we'll talk book recommendations too. All right. So as I stated, we're going to talk today a tip from my first book, 25 Tips for Divorced Dads. Today's tip is actually, we're going to go with tip number 1. We're going to go in chronological order. I hope you're okay with that. All right, tip number 1, for those that are playing the home version. Talk to your kids every day. It does not matter if it is just a phone call, long or short. Kids need to hear their dad's voice daily because it reassures the kids that they still have a connection with you. Let me talk to the parents that have teenagers. It's not always going to be that easy, okay? For example, our son Connor, he worked 3 jobs this past summer, and we did not get to see a lot of him. One of the things I thought about is how do I stay in his mind when we don't get to see a lot of each other. Sure, we can text, we can call, but again, he's busy. Our kids seem to be busier than ever. Sometimes you have to get a hold of their personal assistant just to say hi, okay? So one of the things I did this summer, and I really highly recommend this, and I need to be actually better at this and do more of this, is I wrote him a letter. Hold on. No, I did not use a pen. I will admit I have horrible handwriting. Again, for those who are watching this, you can see the really bad handwriting. You know that joke, with people that really have bad handwriting, they make a great doctor. I can't dissect without throwing up, so I would not have made a great doctor at all. I typed my letter to my son, Connor, okay? It was fun. I got to just share some thoughts, share some ideas, and just you're very vulnerable when you can just let your ideas and thoughts just flow. And I never called or texted him to say, hey, did you get the letter? I wanted that to come from him. Now, if you have, so for example, let's bring back the picture. So Becca here in college, how cool is it to send your kids a letter? And here's something you can do. Not only can you mail them a letter, but put a little sticky note in there saying something like, good luck on an exam, thinking of you, I love you. And continuously doing it, chances are they'll hang on to those sticky notes for a long time. Let me give you a quick story. When I traveled for one of my dreaded day jobs, so for those of you who listen to the podcast, you hear me say, and I talk a lot about having a dreaded day job. Back in the day, I would land at LaGuardia Airport on a Sunday and go right to the gift shop and buy 5 postcards for the week. And I would write as clear as I could, just a little thought and then mail out the postcard. Well, when I was mailing out those postcards back in those days, Connor was first learning how to read. So number one, I had to make sure that I wrote legibly. So eventually he could start figuring out what daddy is writing. Number two, it was a bit of a Jedi mind trick because my thought process is if I'm sending him a postcard, hopefully that's going to elevate him as far as wanting to learn how to read. Okay. So I think it was a great tip, and I don't know where I got that idea from, but it's just another way, besides using text, besides calling, another way we can stay connected with our kids. Okay. So that's it. I just want to say that was my tip for today. Uh, talk to your kids every day. Again, it's not always going to be easy. Some days it's like trying to pull teeth. Okay. So again, from the book, 25 Tips for Divorced Dads. And for those that listen to the podcast, you know how I usually normally end the podcast, and I'm going to do it here as well. I heard this interview years ago with Terry Crews, the actor. Well, he's more than just an actor. He is an artist. He's a furniture designer. He was doing this interview, and he was talking about how he was in Hollywood and he wasn't getting the roles that he thought he should be getting. Others were getting those roles, and he just felt, what's wrong with me? And then he realized for those people that were getting those roles, there are other roles that were available to him. So he started saying, their success is my success. And I want to say the same thing to you. So if you're a parent and you're struggling, and I hope this brings value to you, your success right there will become my success. So thank you for tuning in. Once again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to Twitter, Blending Family, Instagram, Blending Family, and also, again, check out the website, blendingthefamily.com. Again, my name is Tommy Maloney, host of the podcast, Blending the Family. Thank you, and I hope, again, this brought you some great value. Take care.